Hello traders, my name is Plamen and you are with our weekly forecast for the upcoming week. We are two-side Forex and we are gonna show you what we can expect for some of the currency pairs of the market and the gold as a commodity. And without further ado, let's begin with our forecast. Okay, as usual, we are gonna start with the news this week and let's take a look. Today we don't have any news at all. But tomorrow we have the RBA meeting minutes. This is gonna be an important minute for the Australian dollar. And later for the US dollar, we have the core retail sales and the retail sales on a monthly basis. Also, later that day, we are gonna have the President Lagarde, which is gonna speak. And we don't think there is gonna be some huge movements tomorrow. On Wednesday, there is gonna be the GDP for the Japanese yen. Also, the CPI on yearly base for the euro. We don't recommend to trade during these news. Wait at least 1 hour after the news to see the real movements, the real direction of the price. And after that, for the US dollar, we are gonna have the building permits. These news always bring some good movement and there are a possibility for manipulations to happen, so be careful when these news come. On Thursday, there is gonna be the initial jobless claims and the unemployment change for the Australian dollar, the initial jobless claims and Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index for the US dollar, also the existing home sales. These three news probably will make some impact on the market, so we gotta be careful. On Friday, nothing really strong is gonna happen, only the Fed Chair Powell will speak, so there is gonna be, I don't know, maybe not some very sharp movements on the market this week, but we are gonna see. Okay, let's move to the charts and to see what we can expect for the upcoming week. Okay, as usual, we are starting with euro dollar. Okay, let's take a look at the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, we can see that the price is still at the impact of this daily trend line. This probably can make maybe some fake breakout. And if today this candle happens to be an engulfing candle, probably there is gonna be some good impulse up first to this daily level. Sorry guys, we had some issues. This is the currency pair euro to US dollar. And as we said, when we take a look at the daily time frame, we can see that the price is still on the impact on this daily trend line. And here today, if this candle closes like an engulfing candle, probably there is gonna be some movement up. But when we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, there are a couple of options here. First, we have a point of interest here on this low, and now the price has made some pushback from this point of interest, and there are two chances. First, the price we can see on the 4-hour time frame that is clearly in a downtrend, and there is a chance on this good impulse wave, the price, to make some retracement, to hit a level of Fibonacci and make a retest on this daily trend line, and to see some down movement, probably to this low over here in this high, which is around 1.075. Also, there is a chance the price not to make a good pushback from this point of interest, just to make a down movement to the lowest point of interest, which is on this low over here, and is much better than this one, then to see some retracement, and after that to see the new down movement. These are the possibilities that think it's gonna happen for the euro dollar. On this impulse wave there's gotta be some retracement, but if it is gonna be from this point of interest or the lower one, we are gonna see. For now there is nothing to enter in a trade, so we have to wait. Pound to US dollar is pretty much the same. If we take a look on the daily time frame, the price has made a very good pushback from the weekly level, and now this is a new down movement and a strong impulse wave down. On this impulse wave there's gotta be some retracement, and if we take a look on the 4-hour time frame, it has made pretty much the same movement as euro to US dollar, and there are good chances that the price, I'm gonna make the Fibonacci retracement like this, because on the daily time frame it is much clearer. It is not clear that this is an impulse wave, a retracement, and another impulse wave, and it is gonna be a very small retracement. So on the daily time frame the Fibonacci retracement is much better. Now we think that the price on this impulse wave, probably it's gonna make a retest on this 4-hour trend line, and even to the swing level, and from here it's gonna make a new down movement to the point of interest, which is over here, this on 4-hour, and after that another up movement. Or if the price here breaks all of these lows over here on this daily level, there is a good chance that the price will make a down movement to the point of interest, a retracement, and a new down movement. Because if we take a look on higher time frame, even to the weekly one, we are very close to the weekly level. The price has made a pushback with an engulfing candle, and there is a good chance to make a deeper retracement and then to see a new bullish movement. This is what we think for the pound to US dollar. Let's move to euro to Japanese yen. Okay, now if we take a look on the higher time frames, the daily one, we have a very good head and shoulders pattern. Now last week the price has broke the head and shoulders, and now it's making a retracement to test the neckline of the pattern. And on the 4-hour time frame we can see that here we have a good impulse wave, a retracement which is exactly to the neckline, and here with a good engulfing candle we are gonna look for some bearish impulse wave, first to this daily level right here, and the second is gonna be at the next daily level, which is around 142, 143, maybe to this low over here. And if this happens, probably here we are gonna have some good movements, good trades. The first one is gonna be around 200 pips, and the second one is gonna be around 475 pips, which is pretty good, because this head and shoulders is at the right place. It's at the monthly level, and it happened to be a very clear one. We can see it, and there is a good chance the price to make a very good movement. Even the price can reach these lows over here. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lows over here, so we have to wait for some good confirmation. Probably if we had an engulfing candle here, there is gonna be our confirmation to enter in short positions. But we have to wait. Pound yen, on the other hand, it's not the same. If we take a look at the daily time frame, it has made a pattern the pattern double top, and this double top didn't made the confirmation to enter in a short position. And now we can see that here a pound yen is making a third consecutive point on the daily trend line. And now if this candle closes like this, it will be a very good pushback from this daily trend line, and there is a good chance the price to make a good up movement to the monthly level, because euro to Japanese yen has reached the monthly level, but pound to Japanese yen hasn't. And there is a good chance the price first, the pound yen, to reach the monthly level, to make some trend reversal pattern, and after that to see the very strong down movement, and then we are gonna see a down movement and to euro to Japanese yen. But on the smaller time frames, we can see that the price is now is making a new down movement, a retracement, another down movement, because this impulse wave has break this low over here. So here is impulse wave, a retracement, another impulse wave, and also here on 4-hour time frame we have very good point of interest, and there is a chance the price not to break this trend line, not to go up, but to make a up movement to activate this point of interest, and then to see another strong movements down, something like this. Again, if we take some short positions here, over here, we are gonna look for this demand zone, which is on a daily time frame, and there is a good chance the price to make a pushback to test this level, or even not this level right here, just to test the previous low, and then to see a very good down movement. As you can see on this impulse wave, now the Fibonacci retracement, the minus 61.8 is very good. It's matching with these lows, all these lows over here. But we have to see. If we here see some confirmation, we are gonna enter in some short positions, because we are gonna trade what we see and not what we think is gonna happen. If we see a pushback here with a confirmation, we are gonna enter in short positions. But if the price breaks this point of interest, we are gonna have some small loss at around 60 pips, which is not a big deal, and we are gonna look for the monthly level, and after that we are gonna looking for some short positions. Okay, let's move to euro to Australian dollar. Euro to Australian dollar, we have to take a look at the weekly time frame. First, euro to Australian dollar, it has reached the weekly level, which is at around 1.6670 at this high, this one. This is a very strong level. And 2 weeks ago we had an engulfing candle from this weekly level. But the last week, here you can see that we have a very good pin bar. And after this pin bar, there is a good chance that the price to make another movement to the weekly level and to see some good retracement after that. But as you can see, this week is starting, the price is starting to make a down movement. On the daily time frame, we had a neckline here on this double top, and the price has made a breakout of this neckline, and now it's making a retracement just to retest this neckline. And here we can see that today this candle is starting to forming like an engulfing candle, and there is a good chance the price to make a very strong down movement to this daily trend line, probably. But if not, if we take a look on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that this is a new impulse wave here. Okay, there is a good strong impulse wave here, because the price breaks this high, and First, let me show you what we think was the trade early in the morning, because here we had a consecutive point on the trend line. First one, first, second, third, and this is the fourth one. And here we had an evening star, the candlestick formation for short positions right here. But now if you take a short position, it's gonna be a little late. It's gonna be around 50 pips down, and there is not good point to enter in short positions for this this movement that we are expecting. The first movement that we expect is to see a very strong pushback from here to go to the daily trend line. But also, if we take a consider at the weekly time frame, there is gonna be some very strong up movement, something like this, but not exactly to the weekly level first. If we consider that this is a new impulse wave and this is a retracement, probably the price will reach the daily trend line, which is here, and there is a good chance the price to hit the trend line, to reach this daily level again, and then to see some new down movement. But this is not gonna be for today, probably tomorrow or even in Wednesday, so there is a good chance the price to make better clear movement and to enter in some good trades. This is the two possibilities for the euro to Australian dollar. I repeat, there is a good chance the price to make a down movement from this pushback on this 4-hour trend line. But if this is a new impulse wave, as you're gonna see because of the correlations with the other currencies, probably the price this will be a push impulse wave. This is gonna be a retracement, and here if we have a higher high from this one, there is a good chance the price to make an up movement to this daily trend line. Let's move to pound to Australian dollar. And let's take a look. Again, we are gonna start with the weekly time frame. You can see that it has made still a good candle with a large lower wick, and this tells us that the price probably will gonna make some up movement to the weekly level. If we take a look at the daily time frame, the price is still at this daily trend line. It is now a consecutive point, the fourth consecutive point, with the good candle that happened in Friday, but now the price has made some retracement here. If this daily trend line is strong, as we think it's strong, probably the price will make some good movement up. And how to measure this movement? It is gonna match perfectly with the weekly level. Just take an arrow and measure this impulse wave, and when you apply it from here, it is around this weekly level. So we think here we have still the impulse wave, the retracement, and this impulse wave is not broken because it didn't reach the level 78.60 on the Fibonacci. So this impulse wave is still valid, and this is a retracement, and there is a good chance the price to continue to go up. And this tells us that probably euro to Australian dollar, it will make an up movement because of the correlations. But if we take a look on the 4-hour time frame, pound to Australian dollar has the Quasimodo pattern here, pretty much like the head and shoulders, but not quite yet. And after this impulse wave, here we had a very clear down movement, impulse wave, a retracement, another down movement, and now the price is making a retracement here. It also had a entry for short positions at this candlestick formation here, but now it's not very clear what the price is gonna do, because as we said, the price is still matching with this daily trend line, and this is a strong daily trend line. It's making its resistance, and now we can consider that probably at this impulse wave, this retracement, which is like some kind of range here, probably the price is making a new impulse wave up because it's breaking this high and this high, and this is a new impulse wave for retracement, and here is a very good chance that the price will go up as we expect to the weekly level. Of course, if we enter in some long positions here, we are gonna consider to take some profits to this high first. Then we are gonna look at this point of interest, what the price is gonna do. If it makes a pushback, we are gonna close our positions. And for now, we don't see anything for short positions. Expect this one, which was at 8 o'clock, at 4 o'clock in the evening. And we are gonna wait just to see some good confirmation about these currencies, because this is what you have to do, what a trader have to do. The trader should wait for the right moment to enter in a trades and to consider the best opportunities. Okay, now euro to New Zealand dollar. You can see the candle from the last week. This is on the weekly time frame. This candle shows us that in the past, after this candle, a very strong up movement has happened after this candle. You can see here, you can see here, and this candle is a pretty strong pink bar, so from the weekly time frame there is a good chance the price to continue to go up, something like this, in the next few weeks. On the daily time frame, the price still hasn't make a lower low than the previous one, and this is an impulse wave and a retracement. It is a retracement still, but as you can see, probably this is a new impulse wave, and there is a good chance the price to make an impulse wave, a retracement. As you can see, the price has broken this daily trend line, and here, if the price continue to go up to retest this daily trend line, it will reach the levels of Fibonacci, and with some candlestick formation from here, there is gonna be a new down movement. But if we take a consider into the weekly time frame, there is a good chance the price to continue to go up. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see now that the price has made an lower lows, two very good bearish impulse waves. This is the first one, the second one, and now the price is again at this 4-hour trend line. We can see that the price now, it's not going down, the price is coming up, and if we see some breaking on this high over here, there is gonna be a strategy of trading breakouts, something like this. If the price breaks this high over here, and there is a good chance the price to make a new impulse wave. You can see the very good big candles here, and if the price breaks this high over here, we're gonna enter in long positions to this point of interest, something like this, and we are gonna take a look what the price is gonna do around this point of interest, because as we said, after the big candle last week on euro to New Zealand dollar on the weekly time frame, the up movement is pretty much more alike than the down movement. This is the arrow from the last week. We expected the price to retest this daily trend line, and it happened in Friday, but now we can see that the price is going up. Pound to New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look again at the weekly time frame. We can see that last week the price has made a very good candle. Pretty much it is the same like euro to New Zealand dollar, and after this candle an up movements are expected, so we have to take in consideration that after this impulse wave, now we have a very strong retracement. And if the price breaks the level 78.60 on the Fibonacci retracement, this is not going to be an impulse wave and retracement. This is going to be some new impulse wave, and probably the price will continue to go up to the weekly level, which is at 2.05, and here we are gonna looking for some trend reversal patterns. But on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what happened here. Here we had a double top pattern and the impulse wave retracement, a new impulse wave retracement, and now the price is breaking these highs over here, this one, and now has made a very strong up movement, a new impulse wave, a small retracement, and also here is a possibility that the price will make a strategy of trading breakouts. And if it makes it like this, if the price closes above this high over here, we are gonna enter in long positions, something like this, to the weekly level. Of course, we are gonna take a look at these highs over here, and if we see some consolidation around these highs over here, we are gonna close our positions, something like this.